Hello and welcome everybody, it's MoS. We are going to do a bit more testing, although this time it's going to be a bit more about staging and configuration. Still, we're going to work with single engine this time. So, for instance, we're going to start with, we're going to do the exact same test that we did last time, except this time we're going to change only the configuration. And there will be some things that are already known, so we will put it exactly the way it was before. Advanced SAS with a decouple and advanced SAS. And it's a large one. Small parachute. Alright. Again, same thing on top as before. And we're gonna go with the 7, since that was the most efficient version. 3, 4, and then copy, paste. So actually, to make it look better, I'll just click and... Nope, it's still not doing it right. Oh well, next time it loads, it'll be fine. And then have the large fuel tank at the bottom. This went 767,000 meters, or 767 kilometers, 767. So this time we'll do a few. This is the original rocket we shot off. This thing. This next time we're going to see if we can get it to go farther. We're not going to change anything besides the configuration of these fuel tanks. There'll be the same number of fuel tanks, same amount of engines, and that's that. So we're going to do it like so. Put this in here, and we're going to start off with the radials, 3 radials, like so. And this means that we'll be able to avoid the fuel line glitches that do occur. Basically what happens is if you put an engine on the bottom of these with fuel lines, so what happens when you put a fuel line in is that if you have an engine here and an engine here, it'll split between the two of them, but it won't burn twice the amount of fuel. It'll only burn the original amount of fuel. So it kind of glitches out and you get more fuel than you otherwise would have access to, or should have access to. So the way this is going to work is basically we have our 7 tanks. This is going to lift up just as before. However, once these tanks run out, we're going to drop them off. And that'll lessen the weight for this last one in the middle. So that's sort of our first design. So this will be the try. So we'll do a few different configurations and see which configuration happens to be the best. So I'm going to figure out the best way to do it. So this is going to be one center. There'll be a few of these. There'll be the one center with the tri-coupler, and then there'll be plus the hex or plus 2 tries. That's for this configuration. Then we'll do with the 2 center, the 2 centers, and we'll get into those as they come along. 2 centers. Actually, I don't even know if a 2 center is possible. Is it? No, I actually don't think a 2 center is possible. I think really the next possible one really is a 3. So we'll do a 3 center. The 1 center plus tri-coupler plus hex and 2 tri-couplers. The 3 center plus a quad, or plus 2 two twos, which would be the bi one, the bicoupler, which would be one to each side. Then we have the 4 center plus plus tri. The 5 center plus the bi, and then let me see, is 2 actually possible with the bis? I'm thinking here. Let's see. Because with 2 you need to get 5, and how do you get 5 effectively? Because 3 with 4, because 3 you need 4, and then 2 you would need 5, because 5 in a bi, but you can't do a 5 symmetry. So, I mean, you can do a 3, but that wouldn't work symmetrically. You can do a 6, you can do an 8, but those don't work. So, yep, those are the different combos that we're going to try. I have my money on one of them, but we'll sort of see how that works when the time comes. So again, this is going to be sort of the thing that we're going to do here. So, and launch. Oops, did I not? Nope, I didn't set it up right or something. I am stupid, and I left it on the pad accidentally. Yep, this should be down here. Duh. I'm like, no engines, do not start. So then we'll sort of move on to some more complicated configurations with these as well, and some 2-engine staging and stuff like that. So full throttle, SAS on, and ignition. So I'll catch you guys right before I need to drop the first tanks, or these drop tanks, and then we'll see what it tops out at. So see you guys in a second. Alright, so I'm back. We're about to drop off these tanks in a minute. Well, less. Much less. And then it's only a tank more, so yeah, it's pretty much over with now. So let's see if we can catch this now. Okay, drop them off. And there they go, away. And our speed here is going up much more quickly than it was before. So I think you will see a bit of a difference from how it was on the first case versus this one. So I'll write these all down in kilometers. I have that much space on it, so we are at the end of our thing here. Let's check it out. See? Much higher. In fact, it's 1,000,000 meters farther than it was last time, pretty much. So it's 175, actually it's 176. I'm going to 3 sig figs. These are all in kilometers. So 1760 kilometers. Let's end the flight. Then we'll go to the vehicle assembly building. We'll try since we have these two already, we will try the hex setup, which is, or not the hex, the double try, which works like this. Basically, you put a try on a try and you set it up in such a way to where these now feed the inner ones, the ones inside, and these now feed the ones inside even farther. And this is the one that I think is the most efficient, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Let's see, these are the outside ones. This should be all the way at the bottom. This sort of shit should be much higher. Make it a little easier looking. These two will switch. So basically these outside ones right here, as you can see them highlighting, are going to drop first. Then the inner ones. So this launch will be rather quick. I mean, it'll be the exact same amount of time as the other one, but it will go farther. So again, this is the most efficient. Let's see, so 3, 2, 1, ignition. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of cuts in this one because it'll take a while. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys when the first set's about to drop off, so see you guys in a minute. Alright, so here is the first fuel tank's about to run out. We'll drop them off in a second. And then again, I'll catch you once we reach the dropping off the final stage, and we'll watch the final rocket, of course. So, and drop. That's the first stage separated. You can watch them go fly away. But again, I'll catch you guys once I'm ready to drop off this last stage, and then we'll check it out at the top. So see you guys in a minute. Alright, so we're nearing the end of this one, of the stage, so we'll drop it off again once it's over. And then we'll launch with the middle one, and this should be the farthest possible launch, the most efficient, for reasons that should be fairly obvious, but, well, at least in this case. Drop them, and there they go, flying down, and this one should be fairly quick. And yeah, I don't know if any of these are ever going to reach escape velocity, which is like 3,000 something at this point, but probably not. I mean, it's always possible, I suppose, but probably not. Ooh, hey, I wonder what those are. Hey, those are my ones from last time. In case you're wondering when those fell off. So, all right, here we go. 3 million. See, I told you it was going to be better. With the 2, it's going to be 3, 3, 8, or actually 339. 3,390,000, or 3,390 kilometers. Which, by the way, is about the circumference of Kerbal. Let's end the flight. Alright, so that's that version. Now we're going to try a slightly different version. Let's take this part off. Now we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to hex it. Same thing. It'll work just the same. So same setup basically. These will drop off. So this time there'll be 6 of them running, and it should be somewhat similar and should actually give the same result as the single tricoupler with 2 on it. But that remains to be seen. So, as we launch, I will see you guys when I'm about to drop off this stage. So see you guys shortly. So, we're nearing the end of this stage, finally. It's been forever watching this fuel tick by ever so slowly. I mean, we'll still probably be here another 15-20 seconds before it decides to finally do its thing. By the way, I've actually been watching this here, and the sunset's been going on for quite a while. Every time I launch, it's a little bit farther away. So we're definitely at sunset. These should go out momentarily, and there we go. So there will go the 6. And this fuel tank, by comparison, should go by 6 times as quickly. Yay for math. But really, see, look, it looks like the sun's rising, but that's because we're getting higher and higher up. And soon the sun will come up. Oh, hey, there's a moonrise. I see the moon. The moon. Right there. Look at the beautiful thing. We'll go land there soon enough. Promise you guys I will do that. Alright, so let's go check it out. 1, 650. 1, 650. Yeah. 1,650 kilometers. It's close enough to the double tricoupler. I mean, it might have slightly more drag, so it might be a little less, but it's close enough. So let's end the flight, and this time we're going to do the 3 center, and just find the best with this, and then we'll move on to. All right, so this is the 3 center, so that's 1, 2, 3. U at the bottom, and then we will put on the quad with just this. So like so. Then the fuel tanks, always the lowest tank. That way it'll drain correctly. Anyway, let us launch this one. This one should go by quickly. I will show stage separation, and then I will show burnout. So catch you guys at stage separation. All right, here we are coming up on stage separation of the quad coupler on the 3 center, and in like 3, 2, 1 or something, and we lost it. So oops, that was a little bit accidental, so it'll be a little less than I intended, but it'll still give a decent comparison, I think. Anyway, I'll catch you guys up when we reach the burnout. So see you guys at burnout. Alright, here we are coming up on burnout of this one. And I don't think it'll go nearly as far as any of the other ones before. So let's go to map and find out. 2,159,000. So actually it went farther than I expected it to. 2,000,015, or 160 rather, because we're going for 3 significant figures. 2,160 kilometers. I don't expect it to go farther. The next one to go any farther than the last, or the best one of the last one. So the 2 tries. So here's how this one's going to work. Instead of having this, what you do is you have 2 of them. And then you have 2 of them with this going like so. So basically, it's just like the last one, except it's actually twisted. So I'm going to have to fix that. There we go. So let's launch this. Same sort of program. I'll do the different stage separations. You know what? I think it's easier if I just sort of do the same stage separations myself, and I guess I'll just see a burnout. But you know what I'm doing. You've seen it a few times, so I'll see you at burnout. All right, here we are at burnout of this one, and let's find out just how far it went. That would be 2,550,000. 2,550 kilometers. Alright, there's actually one I did forget with the 1 center, so we will do that quick, and then we'll move on to the 4 center and try, and the 5 center with buy. So, what I forgot, the one I forgot was actually this. This will be slightly amusing. Basically, it's... Actually, there's a better way of setting this up, so I'll set it up the better way. No, I don't want that. Why am I going over here? I want the engine. So here's sort of what I was going to do. Here's the buys. I didn't do it like so. like so, and then like so. So there, it looks like a hex, but it's bi, 3 bis. I'm going to set them all off separately. And this is a little more stable than the other one. I would have made it really, really large, but this accomplishes the same task. So in order to set this up correctly, I'm going to move you up here, add 2 of these, so it doesn't really matter as so long as these are all separated, like oops, like so. And then this stage is dropped to the first one, and then we'll launch. So the way this works is I'll do, well actually, you know what? I will not do a quick demonstration. I will just let your imaginations run wild. Although it's not particularly difficult to figure out what goes on, where basically like these two might drop off first, then these two, then these two. So it's sort of the most efficient way of doing it. But anyway, I'll catch you guys up at the peak, although it's actually, you know what, I am stupid and I need to redo this because I am an idiot. I am an idiot. I forgot, in my infinite wisdom, to put these on. So let's put these on. That's 2. Oops, that was a miss. And then here's the third one. There we go. 1, 2, and 3. If you look down, they all have them. So let's launch now and figure out. This one should go the farthest of all. And then we will go with the 4-centered and the tricoupler and the 5-centered bicoupler. Then we'll do a few engine tests. So again, I will see you guys at the top. Oh, actually, you know what? I screwed this up. I need to set this up right. Duh. Sorry for sniffing so much, but I need to do this. Alright, so this symmetry will go here. This symmetry will go here. So these ones go first. These ones are sipped first into this tank, which goes into this tank, which goes into this tank. So this one will empty first. These two. So I need this, this one here to be the first that goes down. So I'll switch these. Then I need this coupler to be second, which so I'll switch these again. And now we're set to launch correctly. Yay me. So this now should go the farthest. I was silly before. The way you set up the fuel lines matters, because otherwise it would just be the same as a hex. A really odd looking hex. So see, these two are now draining. Anyway, so yeah, I'll catch you guys at the top. Alright, so here we are, nearing the end of the final stage here. We are certainly gathering up a fair bit of speed on this one. It seems to be much, much more than the others, and it sure looks it too. 4,911. So this would be 4, 9, 10 kilometers. 4,910 kilometers. Definitely our farthest by far. As opposed to this one, which is not going to go nearly as far. So we'll end the flight. And then we'll try the 4 with the try and the 5 with the bi. And there's a few other little tests I want to run before we go into a bit more complicated staging. This is just sort of very, very simplified stuff. So the simple stuff is always important before you can go on to the more complicated things. Anyway, so this needs... Oh, geez, that's the big one. That's not what I clicked on. Let's see, so we're going up to 4, so this is... I need 3 of these now. 3 with a tri-coupler. And these and a fuel line. So actually, you know what, this should really be going like that. So let's launch. And I'll fix the staging myself because I see it's messed up. Alright, we are nearing the end of this one. I think it's rotating slightly, it seems so. But that doesn't really matter. So once this burns out, we'll get a good number. And there we have it. And we've got 1,000,007, or 1,700 kilometers for that one. So, let's end the flight here. Go to the vehicle assembly building. And do our duty. And our duty is to add one more here. Turn this to a buy. Stick you on. Stick one of you on. Correctly, of course. Like so. With one of these. And launch. And launch. Although I need to fix the staging again by switching these two. Alright, well that'll work. So, anyway, as usual, I'll see you guys at the top, since ignition has been lit. Alright, this one's almost at the top as well. So we'll get a good estimate on this one, but I think you guys can imagine that this is not going to go nearly as far as any of the others. It is the most heavy, and it'll be the closest to the original number. So this is 1,012,60, or 1,260 kilometers. So we'll go with that. Vehicle assembly building. There's a few things I want to test now as well. Since there was something I didn't get to test originally, which is the advanced SAS should be up here. I did not get to test these. The solid rocket boosters, the SRBs. I'm going to sort of see how many one of these can handle. And these should all have their own thing. Just sort of to make it easier here, I'll do it like so. Alright, let's see if 8 is too many, or not too many, 6 rather. If 6 is too few or too many, and then we'll move on to 5, and then 4, and then whatever. So, alright, that works. I want to see at what point, again, we're going to go back to these testings. There's a few that I would like to do here. I'll start with, I think, 12. So, oops. You can go higher. And so we'll add a few here. That's what I'll go with. Like so. 11, 12. 13. Okay. So with 2 here, that means we have 11 on here. If 11's too much, I'll start taking them off, and it'll make it easier. We'll do some SRB testing with the small ones and then the large ones as well. So this also looks like a really dangerous spacecraft, just FYI. Oh, hey, I put the wrong one on. Oops. But it still doesn't look like it's powerful enough. But let me end the flight and figure out which is the correct one. Alright, you're supposed to be at the bottom. You're supposed to be second. You're supposed to be third. Let's hope that's fourth, fifth, etc. Okay. All right. Let's try it this time. And then, since I actually have it right, we will figure out if this is too many or too few. If it's too many, we'll take off one and go from there. If it's too few, well, shit, these things are powerful. Oh, fuck, that gut's going up. We're adding more. I want to figure out just how many SRBs you can stick on one of these before it's too many. Yeah. So we're going to stick on 2 more. That's this one, so we'll take you, drag you down to here. And you down to the last one. Launch. Let's try it with 13 engines. If this doesn't lift off, I really hope it doesn't, actually. Because then I can go on to one less, but I don't even need to put the throttle up, but let's go. Hey, it's not going up, I think. Actually, you know what? It's dancing, so it's moving. But not enough. Oh no. Oh no. Save him. I'm going to save him. I'm going to end the flight. Vehicle assembly building. We're going to take one off and try it. This is now with 12, so this is with the small SRB. We're going to start with, I think, 12. And this is just if you wanted to make a rocket of just SRBs. Could you do it? And the question is yes, you can. The other question is it a good idea? The answer is probably not. So this will be a little bit micro intensive. I hope it separates as intended. Yeah. Nope, did not separate. Did not separate. Oh no, we are going to crash, guys. That was quite bad. Alright, so this needs to be fixed. I need to add separators. So sad. All this means that I have to do is just do like so. And then copy. And I'll bring it down. So we have a few here. Make sure we got a good number. I think that's what I want, but I'm not sure, and I won't need this last one if that is true. So let's figure this out. Alright, this is definitely the last one here. It's going to actually have to go into its own one, so we'll go like this, and then we'll sort of see if this works. If this is not too many, then we'll add more. If it's the right amount, then it's the right amount. So too bad I couldn't do it. I couldn't force separate it, but I was actually hoping it would destroy the SRB and allow me to do it, but no luck. There we go. Okay. So we got from 2 down to 13. So this is 11, I think. Well, it's including 2, so it may not be 11. I don't know. Let's find out and count here. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This is 12. Okay. Put the thing on and launch it. Oh, it's going up. It's going up. This is what we had before, 12. So I think 12 is what we'll start with. 12, 11, 10, 9, and then we'll do 8 as well. So this should work. Also, this is ridiculous. Just saying. Just putting that out there. This is kind of ridiculous. Oh, and it works. Aw, yeah. This is going to work in a really, really awesome way. And there are still explosions, despite my sound being turned off. Because it likes to do that. I don't know how high this thing is actually going to go, but it's still going to be interesting, to say the least. Right, so that was shot down pretty good. And yeah, it's going to be like this for at least a little while. So I think I will cut to when it's about to burn out. So catch you guys in a second. All right, so we're on our last one here. We're actually climbing out. We will probably hit escape velocity since these things are ridiculous. Yeah, we've definitely hit escape velocity. That is for sure. And actually, it's quite efficient launch, if I say so. Oh shit, we're coming up on 15 Gs. Holy shit. So yeah, the answer is escape velocity. Yay. Yeah, I'm not sure, but it's escape velocity. It broke 5,000 meters a second. It's escape velocity. So we'll put, oops, no, I want to speed it up. All right. To try to get a nice idea of what these are here. 16,300, and this would be 1 kilometers, megameters. Megameters. This is the other one, the non. Alright, so then we will end the flight here. There's a lot of testing stuff that's floating around here, but vehicle assembly building. We will take one off and do it again. Boop. Launch. So yeah, we're gonna see what the best SRB is. The SRB tower. How to get into space quickly and cheaply. Launch it. And I'll catch you guys once we're at burnout. So see you guys in a minute. And here we are, reaching escape velocity again, with our final tank of our final SRB, that is. And our G-forces are again approaching 15. And we will again breach the 5,000 mark, probably 8, 9, yep, just barely. Not as much as the other one, but still quite the Alright, so let's check our yeah, significantly less powerful. So this would be 14,530 megameters in escape velocity. Just sort of my way of testing it. And well, the way these work is it's not going to really make that much of a difference. So I think, honestly, I would move on to using these. I would like to see. I'll start with one, and then I'll actually move my way up with these. So the large SRB. I think it would be better to start with one and go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Than to do it the other way around. I think I sort of screwed up the last testing, so I'm not going to really do it too much. But let's go, and just see how damn far we can go with this. It should be up fast, I think, is the answer. Although it won't be particularly high because it doesn't have that much of a burn time. like if I select it, I can't actually like click on it to see its efficiency or anything. So, I mean, what did you really expect? It's not going to go very high. Same thing with the mini one, it wouldn't go very high either, although it has more power. So it's 16 something. 16 2 or 16.3. Let's find out. 16.3. All right. 16.3 kilometers. Let's add on a decoupler and another one of these. So, put these all together and launch it. This one will take a little bit longer than the other ones to burn, so I will definitely cut on this one. Then we'll do 3, 4, and 5 perhaps. So, SAS on, ignition. Oops, damn it. Let's end flight. Restart it because I screwed up the staging slightly. I want these to be switched up there. All right, SAS on, launch, and I'll catch you guys up at the top. So, see you guys shortly. All right, here we are at burnout. It's pretty good, I think. It's certainly better than the other one. It probably made it out of the atmosphere, but that's it. Just a little hop over into the 80s, it seems. So like 82 something is my guess, but it could be less. It could even be 83 or no, it'd be 82 something. So yeah, let's put it at 82, 82, 7. All right. And flight. Yep. I need to move this up one. And now we'll copy paste again with these. All right. This needs to go down one. This needs to go down into its own. So let's launch. And then as per what we've been doing, I will see you guys really at the top. We'll do 5. 5 will be the last one, but it's still sort of ridiculous if you ask me, but SAS on, ignition, see you guys up at the top. Alright, we're almost at burnout on this stage. We're also going pretty damn fast already, 1500 meters a second. So this one's gone out considerably farther than the last ones, as sort of as expected, I think. So we're probably going to end up with 260, unless this runs out much sooner and doesn't end up going any lower. Actually, you know what? We're going to end up with 261. 261. Let's go and do the next one. And flight. Well, we've got 2 more to do. And then I think I'll end off this sort of segment. And I think we'll go on to engine stuff next time. Like actual... Ooh. My launching stuff is a little off. Off. So let me actually quickly end the flight. Fix this in the vehicle assembly building, and then... Yeah. So this is going to go down one, and this is going to go down, I think. Yep. That looks right now. Much better. Silly me. All this testing. So yeah, we'll do these last 2 with the 4 and then the 5, and then I'll end off the recording here or there, and then it'll become a engine testing thing that we'll sort of go over. But right now, I'll catch you guys at the top. All right, so we're nearing the end of this this one. It should go decently quickly, and it is doing so more so than the other one. We finally hit the orbit section, and this one reached 500, and it's going to be 516 kilometers. We'll do the last one, and then I think, as I said, I'll end off this recording session since it's been going on a lot longer than you think it has. That is my best estimation that I don't need. So basically, I've been recording at the moment for an hour and 20 minutes. I don't know how much it's actually going to end up in the record or in actual episodes. Probably like 1, maybe 2 at most. So we will see, and well, you will see, and I will know. So anyway, see you guys at the top again. This thing's barely lifting off, which is why I'm glad I did it this way. So see you guys in a minute. All right, we're halfway through our last SRB here. It's certainly going a bit better than the last one. We finally hit the orbit section and broken 2,000 meters a second. Although I don't expect it to go too much farther than the last one. 779 kilometers. But the next one, if I were to put 6 on, I don't think it will launch. We can test really quick, but I don't think 6 will launch. So you can't do the silliness because these are not nearly as powerful as the smaller ones. So they last longer, but they're not as powerful. Oops. Let's do the same. And if it launches, I'll do the test, but I don't think it'll launch. Just to show you, I don't think this will launch from what I was seeing before. Also, this is ridiculously large. May collapse on its own, but let's see, SAS and ignition. Yeah, I don't think it's going anywhere. Unless it actually is going somewhere. Very, very slowly. Hey, it's going up. LOLs, look. It's going somewhere. It might clear the tower after the first SRB. Imagine that. Lol. Look at that lol-tastic shit right there. I'm actually going to see if that makes any difference at the very top. I actually think it'll be hilarious just to watch this thing, because it's not even very high. It's like 400 meters, and we're halfway through the second SRB, which is actually quite funny. All right, we're starting to pick up a little bit of speed. We still haven't hit 50 meters a second, though. And that'll be for the next one, so 950, yeah, we hit 50 meters a second, and it only took us like three SRBs to get there, or 2, or something. I think it was 2. So we're in the third, almost halfway through. So maybe I should just shut up and let you guys watch, or maybe I should not shut up. I don't know. Or I could keep talking. So, how's the weather, everybody? No, just kidding. There was something I wanted to mention. Oh, I know what I wanted to mention. Today is Monday, August 20th, in case you're wondering when I'm actually recording this. Something happened on Thursday. I was out with Lucy. We went, that is Miss MoS. We went to the beach, well, the lake, anyway, and so we go to the lake. We hang out for like 2 hours. You know, chill in the water a little bit, chill on the land, eat some lunch, whatever. So when we were done with all that, we went back to the car so we could go drive, have some dinner and go shopping a little bit. So we need to get some stuff. But on our way to, or as I went to the car, I tried to turn the key and, well, nothing. The battery was obviously dead. So I was able to get a jump from the guy who was parked next to me since he was there, which is really nice. So I got a jump, got the thing started. I started the car up, as I said, started driving, and I noticed that it was not doing what it should have been doing. It was starting to almost turn itself off a few times. Oh wow, look at those G's. Look at them G's. Look at them G's. I maxed out the meter. Oh shit, I maxed out the meter. And that, by the way, is 859. So 6 gives you to 859. But anyway, so it turned out that my alternator had been shot, which is why my battery was dead in the first place. So we had a quite scary drive from there, an hour and a half, to my house, where I had to drop off my car at the garage, like a block from my house. Then I took my mom's car, dropped her off, and all that. So it was quite an experience, I would say. Plus the repair cost a shit ton, because you know how repairs are. So, well, that's sort of the way it is. Anyway, this has been MoS. I hope you guys enjoyed all these tests. I'll be back with more next time, but there'll be more engine testing. That is, how many engines is better, whether it's linear or whether it's sort of different, or if you get diminishing returns, which is what I would assume. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next episode.